Hello, good afternoon, everybody. It's about 2 minutes after 4 on Monday. Mm, Sorry I haven't made a video, as if you really missed me, but uh, it's for everybody. It's not just for you guys. Well, it is, but it's also for me because I'm the one who just needs to get things out. And you guys can give me your opinions or feedback or whatnot. Um, okay, so y'all know I had this near death experience, right? And last night, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to go peck around in this one group that I'm in. And we got talking. I couldn't believe it. If I would have known who the monitor was, but I couldn't find out, which was weird, um, I would have reported these guys. Or at least wrote a letter of concern. You know what concern is, with little quotes. Um, so they're talking about completely irrelevant topic about disabled people, and if we chose this way, or is it a blessing? Like, are we? Some people think we are like the chosen ones, and our next life or next step or whatever is going to be just really awesome because we've endured these hardships and we came out good. You know, not all of us do, guys. Okay, having a disability is no excuse for being an ass. Really, it's not. Like, I'm talking about being mean, um, and like constantly. Like some people are like, you just don't like me because I'm disabled. That kind of crap. Now that's mean. That's what I'm talking about. Just being mean to people. So, um, and I feel sorry for them because obviously they're not happy within themselves. So I said, I don't think we are, quote, chosen, but I do think that we kind of sort of know what we're going to get into. To what limit we know, I don't know. I've always felt like I've existed before, and I was like, what is this? I'm not lying to you guys. You guys can call me a nut, but I can remember laying in my bed as a kid, I mean little, under 5, and thinking, wow, this is not, what is this? Where am I? Why is it like this? That kind of stuff. And I don't know. Maybe every child goes through that. And once my bones started breaking a lot more, like closer to puberty, it was non-stop. I would, because I was growing, growing pains. Well, my growth spurts would cause fractures. So I could be snoozing one night and wake up and like got all the pain. And you start to think, what have I done to get this? Why do I have to go through this? And after a while, sadly enough, it starts to become second nature. And you just learn to deal with it. And it's not fun. It's not. Um, I think, though, I do think we have somewhat of a heads up. I mean, I really do. And, anyways, somehow, of course, because it's Facebook, it got into a religious debate. Okay? And this woman started quoting and quoting. And that's all she would do, was quote. And I'm like, All right. You guys know how I feel about this. Okay? I feel like if you have nothing from experience to go on or examples to go on, and all you want to do is recite, you don't have a relationship that you need to have. Okay? And I left the group. I mean, I told her how I felt, and that's pretty much what I said. I said, isn't the whole purpose of this group is to support people because you have a near-death experience. Folks, it's traumatic, all right? And I'm not saying that to be a drama queen, but it's traumatic. It messes with your psyche, it messes with your body, it messes with your spirit. It's just a messed up situation. And it would be really nice to find somebody else who's been in the same boat and to talk about it and talk about the changes and and how things continue to change. And it's like looking through another set of eyes besides your own sometimes. But no, and still we got Bible beat, you know? You guys know I love God with all my heart. I mean, I thank Him daily, hourly for the life that I was given back, you know? Because of that, it's restored everything, my soul that was teetering, I believe. But it's restored a lot of, and um, I've learned to have that personal relationship with Him. And to me, that's more in the weight in gold, you know. Um, I like the New Testament. It's me. It's just me. Okay. A lot of people like the Old Testament, and that's wonderful. I mean, yes, that we need to know stuff, but um, I think the word of Jesus is just like God, you know, and we need to learn and listen to what He's saying. And I don't think that's getting enough attention because people are too concerned about the negative sides of it, the punishment, the that stuff. And there is. I mean, we do need to know there's consequences, and there are consequences. Anybody with half a brain would know there's consequences for being a mean idiot, right? The Bible shows us there's consequences, and this is what they are. Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome, awesome, and because that's a lesson, right? Jesus teaches us how to live and how to deal big within this body, being on this planet and being separated, sort of. But we don't have to be that separated, all right? We don't have to be billions and gazillions and gazillions light years away. It doesn't have to be that way. And I really wonder if sometimes people are out of touch because of it, their way of thinking. To me, I can reach out my hand right now, you know, per se, just, you know, figuratively speaking, and talk to God. And I never knew how to do that. I never got it. I never understood it until my near death experience. And thank you, Lord, for that experience. But these people wanted to beat me up with His word for me saying that. It's more important to know Him. His word is important, but do you talk to Him? Do you give Him the time of day? Do you see what I mean? It's like, okay, you were very studious. That was cool. That was great. Wonderful. A plus. But did you talk to me? Did you talk to me? You know, me and you, one on one, having coffee over breakfast. I'm being serious, you know, and I used to make jokes about. I think I'm gonna have, you know, breakfast with Jesus when I get to heaven. And I said that for years, years and years. If, yeah, at that point it would have been an if, but it was like, um, now I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I will never, never be perfect or close. I will die with flaws. I will die with sins, and I will do my very best with what I have. And that's what we can all do, you know? Don't be stupid. Don't mess up. Like, you know, follow the Ten Commandments, right? And at least wake up and follow the Ten Commandments, right? And there's a lot more to it. But I'm just saying, you know, I don't know where these people get off doing that. So was like, I came in here to find somebody that I could relate to because it's important to me. Um, you meet a lot of fake people when it comes to this topic, and they just make up stuff, and you can tell when somebody's making up something because they go on and on and on and on, and then they kind of like they're shifty about it or something. I just sense it. It's like lying, lying, this little warning thing. So I don't want to deal with that, and I thought maybe I could find some actual people who had near-death experiences, and which, mind you, none of these people had near-death experiences. One guy gave all the scientific reasons. Well, why did I come back the way I did? Why did I come back with spiritual gifts? You know, why did I come back with actual caring in my heart, wanting to care about people? And yes, doing what I had to do to be able to do it. And even if it was tossing the darkness out, and I did, several of them. It was weird because, at that time, right after I recovered and stuff, my grandmother died just a couple months after. She's laying there dying. And when we get really close, we start seeing the family, and she's reaching up for them, and this is very normal, guys. And I'm like, wow, you're really going there. And I'm looking at her right in the eyes. And it was almost like, I don't know what I was thinking. I was trying to talk to her telepathically or something because I could just look in her eyes going, I could see it. I'm like, you're really going to go. You're going there. Wow. I know. It's like, this is so cool. And, it was cool I was losing my grandma. Don't get me wrong. She knows what I mean when I'm talking about this, but it was neat to see somebody go to a place that I barely touched, but I got to see it. And her family was there. That's a very good sign that there was going to be a positive outcome. Okay? Because she loved her brothers dearly, her father dearly. And she was talking to these people by name, folks, and seriously, reaching up like she was hugging someone. I was like, wow. It's like I couldn't do nothing because everybody's crying and and I'm just like, this is amazing and fascinating. you know and I told her, I was like, I looked at her, I was like, don't be afraid. You are so lucky. Don't be afraid. This is the moment that you've been waiting for. You're going home. You get to rest. Because my grandmother always battled emotional issues. And it was like, finally, you get to rest. It's over. You know? And when she actually passed, I sent him that while I was, crying and stuff. And I was like, it's done. It's over. She never, ever will suffer again. And it was almost a crying of relief, knowing that she will never have to suffer these things that she dealt with all of her life. You know, it really sucks that it didn't dawn on us till later on what was really going on. And even then, it was still difficult. Um, but anywho, um, I don't know if I'm ever going to find a near-death support group. I would love to. You know, obviously, there's nothing here in town. You know, you got to go to some like really weird place. I don't know, right? Some beatnik place or something. But I'm not. I'm not a new ager, guys. I mean, I am. I won't say that because a lot of people going, "Oh my God," but no. I mean, like, I'm really in touch with the power of your spirit. The power of the spirit is amazing. Okay, and people who go through this come back with an enhancement that nobody can explain. Okay, and I just maybe I'm the only one. Maybe I'm rare. I don't know. I really don't. I'm not flattering myself. I'm just saying that I wonder if it's just a rare thing that people come back with this type of issue. I'm not complaining about it because I think it's a gift, but how do I work with it? How do I? And you know, I've been praying and about this, and it's just like, just go on with your life. Just go on with your life. But it would be nice to know of another living human being that's had this and come back with weirdness around them. And when I go home, it's all going to be explained. And you know, it's funny because just when you start to doubt sometimes, you know, it's like, did that really happen? And that's you know the evil one doing that. But it's like, and I've asked God, I'd be like, let me know if it's messing with me, okay? Because we all know sometimes, and sure enough, it's like rock on. He's got me covered, you know, and it's great because it happens immediately. As soon as I have doubts, something happens and it makes a lot more logical sense. And I'm like, this is wonderful. This is a wonderful life, you know. Um, Penned up most of the winter. Um, it hasn't been that bad, guys. It really has not been that bad. And I'm very grateful for that. But anyway, I just thought I'd like to talk to you guys for, you know, my usual moments. And I'll be back probably sometime this week. So I was sick last week. I had the flu. I really haven't been feeling well. But I just wanted to talk to you guys. And am I weird? You know, am I? I read the Bible, I do. But I also talk to God. And that makes me weird. I don't get it. Anyway, I'll talk to you kids soon. I love you. Peace be with you always.